Good evening and welcome to CVCA Livestream's coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. We are at the nightcap on night number 3. The CVCA Royals, the homestanding Royals, taking on the Avon Eagles in a big game tonight. It is the final game of the preliminary round, and you are tuned in to our coverage. This is Tim Nichols along with the CVCA Livestream crew. The Royals are 2-0 in the tournament, but they need a win tonight if they're going to advance to the championship round tomorrow. The Avon Eagles are the opponent tonight, and it's a rematch of the opening game of the season between CVCA and Avon. The Royals, participating in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League's White North Division, took on Avon in the season opener, and Avon out of the White South Division. Both of these teams will compete for the Barron Cup, assuming that they do both qualify about a month from now in early February, about 5 weeks from now. But tonight, they compete for an opportunity to play on tomorrow. The Royals and the Eagles neither are eliminated from a chance to make the championship round, although the hill is very, very steep for Avon, who is 1-1 in this tournament. CVCA leading in their division. And let's take a look at the standings as we go into tonight's contest. Kenston booked their ticket to the championship game tomorrow night by defeating Amherst Steel in the game just completed by a score of 5-0. And Kenston will play in that championship game tomorrow night. The Royals currently lead the Royal Division, so the two divisions in this tournament with an unblemished 2-0 record. They defeated Worthington Kilbourne on Friday night 5-4, and then Kilbourne picked up a victory yesterday, added another one, a big win today over their opponent, the Aurora Greenmen, 10-1. So here's how it plays out. If the Royals win, they're in. If the Royals make it to overtime, the way this tournament is set up, they get a point for making it overtime. They will win and be in the championship game. If they tie at the end of overtime, they're in the championship game. If they lose, that's when it gets interesting. Avon would be 2-1, CVCA would be 2-1, and Worthington Kilbourne would be 2-1. The Royals would be eliminated in that circumstance from the championship game opportunity, despite the fact they defeated Worthington Kilbourne. It would go down to a 3-way, head-to-head goal differential tiebreaker, and Kilbourne is currently plus 12, I believe it is. We'll double-check that, but they had an 8-goal victory today against Aurora, and that makes them plus 12. CVCA enters the contest tonight plus 7 in goal differential. They won 5-4. Actually, they were plus 8. 5-4 on Friday night, and they won 7-0 last night against Aurora. But a loss tonight, even by a goal, would put them at plus 6. That's the best they can do. They would lose to Worthington Kilbourne on goal differential. So what of Avon if they win? Avon technically has not been eliminated from the championship contention, but they would have to win by 11 goals tonight. How do you do that? 10 goals is the mercy rule. They would have to win by 11 goals. Play continues until the end of the second period in any game that has a 10-goal differential, and it would take an 11-0 or a 12-1 win, anything 11 goals or more, for Avon to overtake Worthington Kilbourne in goal differential. So unlikely that Avon will be playing tomorrow night in the championship game, no matter what happens tonight, unless they have an outburst unlike anything we have seen so far this season. The Royals, simple, win or tie or force overtime. They'll play for the championship against Kenston. If the Royals lose, the simplest solution or situation would be a Worthington Kilbourne ticket to the championship game tomorrow night. Got that? Well, if not, we'll remind you of that numerous times throughout the contest. Let's take a look at the results from earlier today. The scoreboard, we'll bring that up, and we kind of foreshadowed. Normandy and NDCL got things started, and Normandy got a big win, their first win of the tournament, 10-1 against NDCL at 11 o'clock this morning, or 11:30 when that faced off. We've been here all day for 3 days, so it's just blurring together. Kilbourne beat up on Aurora 9-1. It was 9-0 at the end of 2. Aurora did win the third period, so they got a small victory out of that, but nevertheless, Kilbourne with an 8-goal victory today. That gives them their large goal differential advantage, and that's why the Royals need to win tonight. Kenston and Amherst Steel, we expected a competitive game. It was competitive, but Kenston got 5 goals and a 43-save shutout by Logan Linz of Amherst Steel to book their ticket to the championship game. Avon and CVCA coming up right now. The clock winding down, and we are ready to go with hockey on a Saturday night, or is it Sunday? It's Sunday night. Again, we've been here so long, the days have blurred together. It has been unseasonably warm outside, as you know, in Northeast Ohio today, and that has caused a little bit of issues with the ice surface here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. 64 degrees was the reported high temperature outside, so the ice has been slow and sticky, the puck not moving perfectly, but now as evening and sunset has occurred, it has cooled off a bit in here, so we hope to have a little bit better ice conditions tonight. The Royals in the home whites, blue bottoms, blue shells, blue helmets, and blue numerals. Avon in their maroon, white numerals, and white trim, dark helmets. We're underway, and Avon has the puck first into the offensive zone, and it's Ryan Cogan who gets the start tonight for CVCA. CVCA's sophomore goaltender. The Royals have been rotating goaltenders with Cogan starting, and then Caleb Mosher, the senior goaltender, getting the start last night. Presumably, if they make the championship tomorrow, it would be Mosher. It's going to be the Royals on the power play just 27 seconds into this contest. Avon is going to be booked for a trip, and CVCA will go a man up early with an opportunity to take an early lead. The Royals came into this tournament with a power play success percentage of 32.6%, and into the box goes number 11, Carter Free. He will not be free for 2 minutes or until the Royals light the lamp. Face off in the offensive zone for the Royals, and it's into the corner where Noah Chidima will chase it. It's sent up. Ollie Stegmeyer has it. Ollie at the right point. He'll range to the center. He's going to fire one down low. It's deflected by Martin, who's standing in front of the goaltender, running interference for CVCA. Behind the net, the puck battle is won by Noah Chidima. Chidima to the near side, centering in front. Cord Stegmeyer fans on it, and Aurora is going to break out. An attempt to get a 2-on-1. Eli Parada stands between himself and Charlie Bruner to push Bruner off the puck, and the Royals resume the offensive threat on the power play. Martin has the puck dropped down. He gloves it to the surface where Chidima will funnel it down low. Stegmeyer, that's Ollie with it, gets it in front. It's poked to the near side, and Chidima will take over control down low. Has it poke checked away, though, by Nick Bilsko. Cross ice on the far side. Parada down low to Cord Stegmeyer. Back to Parada. It flies up in the air and is gloved down by the goaltender for Avon. That's Nick Thompson, number 1, the sophomore. Nick Thompson stood tall in goal against CVCA. And you see those shots remaining on the screen from the last game. We'll try and get that corrected in just a moment as the power play continues. CVCA controlling. It's Chidima. Cross ice pass. Actually Eli Parada. Down low to Cord Stegmeyer. Cord with it. Up top to Parada. Still 34 seconds to go on the power play. Chidima in the circle. He's going to shoot. Saved by Thompson. It ricochets right back out to Chidima, who sends it down low. Ollie Stegmeyer has it. Ollie winds up, cross ice, backdoor pass to his brother Cord. His shot sweeps through the front and out to center ice, and a chance now on the shorthanded opportunity with a man coming, but Eli Parada short circuits that opportunity for Avon on the shorthanded bid. Here comes Cord Stegmeyer as the penalty time winds down into the offensive zone. Cord leaves it for his brother, but it gets poked back into the defensive zone, and Zach Humphrey has it. CVCA continues the offensive push. Ollie Stegmeyer gets hauled down. Cord shoots toward the net. It's pushed aside. Sam Larker is out there. Larker battles for that puck, but it's taken over by one of the Avon players, and they'll work to clear it. Still trying to send it out, and they finally do to center ice, where it's taken away. Nick Humphrey on the check at the blue line and sent right back out by CVCA. Carter Free dumps it in. Humphrey. Puck loose on the near side. Ricochets to the slot, and a hand pass is going to be called. Face-off will come down to the offensive zone for CVCA. And we get the shots on goal corrected. And the delay right now is for Nick Thompson, who has an equipment issue on the far side. So again, Thompson, the goaltender for this Avon Eagles hockey team, if you tuned in at the start of the year, we'll tell you again tonight, he's an outstanding cross-country runner, was first place in the Southwest Conference meet back in October. So a speedster on the cross-country circuit and a pretty good goaltender himself here on the ice for the sophomore from Avon. He's working on those pads as we continue to wait for him to be ready. And now here he is back toward his goal crease, and we'll resume play with 11:46 remaining here in a scoreless first period. Early, Royals had an early power play, unable to convert. We're back to even strength 5-on-5 hockey with Noah Chadima taking the draw against Carter Free. Face-off is won by Avon and dumped down the ice for an icing, so we'll do it right again as they'll retrieve the puck and bring it back down. Play continues. Here comes Avon into the offensive zone. Free overskates the puck and it's sent right back out. Avon tries to build out with the puck. It's sent back up to center ice. Here comes Jacob Schwartzbeck. It falls to him. Shot and a save by Thompson. Icing on CVCA as we're dealing with a couple technical difficulties with that shots on goal chart. We'll see if we can get it corrected. Meanwhile, you're looking at that Jacob Schwartzbeck opportunity. Nick Thompson all over that. Play continues. The Royals with the puck behind their own net. Far side. It's Eli Parada. Parada chips it forward. Cross ice pass. Cord Stegmeyer has it into the offensive zone. Always dangerous. Cord takes a shot and he scores. Cord Stegmeyer into the back of the net. The Twine. As you'll see right here, beats Thompson, and here's a great look at it. Stegmeyer ranges in, and he's got a laser beam for a shot right on the outside of that goal netting. And 1-0 CVCA. Stegmeyer, another goal. 4 minutes and 32 seconds, and he's got to feel good. He was a little frustrated last night. It was only a 2-goal night for Cord last night, where he recorded his 200th point of his career. 201 and 202. Felt he should have had a couple other opportunities. He gets his first one to go tonight for the senior. The Royals' leading scorer a year ago, and he's on top again this year. Eli Parada has it for CVCA, who takes that 1-0 lead. And if you're a fan of Worthington Kilbourne, that's not what you wanted to see right now. CVCA on top of plenty of time to go. Again, these two teams skated to a 4-3 result back in the first game of the season, a game where CVCA had to come from behind. Stegmeyer, though, makes it 2-0. A second goal for Cord Stegmeyer, and the Royals are on top by a pair. Here's the replay. Cord Stegmeyer skates in, and Cord has a second goal in a matter of seconds. Again, beating Thompson on the outside. He committed to the inside to kind of guard that interior inside post. And Stegmeyer beat him on the far side. 2-0 Royals. Play continues. Schwartzbeck dumps it down deep for the Royals. CVCA with a 2-0 lead. He's going to come in and challenge John Klimkowski, a pair of number 2s. Klimkowski gets attention from Sam Larker, falls down, and a pileup behind the goal. The only one standing is Larker. Larker was still battling with Klimkowski, however, and it's Klimkowski who comes out with it and kicks it forward. He gets it forward to a teammate. That was Carter Free, cross ice, and now Logan Pagan sends it in deep. Rylan Chidima is there, the younger brother of Noah Chidima. It's knocked up to center ice where Klimkowski is ranging back and covers it across ice to Pagan. Chidima, the younger, with his brother Noah lurking behind him. Rylan gets it out to neutral's ice. 8:52 to go. Cord Stegmeyer with a pair early, and CVCA with a 2-0 lead. Zach Humphrey just sends it to the other side of the ice. Sam Larker forechecking. It's poked ahead by Pagan. Landon Vanush behind the net, taken away by the Royals. But unable to clear for the moment. Noah Chidima ranges in the corner. He's got a little bit of space. He'll send it around. Attempts to send it around. It hits the referee there, and so the puck stays. And there was a brief opportunity for Avon. And you see the ice. Again, we've seen that all day. It's the first time in this game. The puck will just stop. And the player's not used to the ice conditions. And so a little bit of overskating of a puck that is just not cooperating. Schwartzbeck tries to center the puck. Can't get good wood on it. Larker, for a moment, pushed it back in, but a cross-ice pass, and the Eagles gain the zone, but don't have control of the puck as it goes into the zone. So here comes Eli Parada, I believe. Look out. Big crash into the boards. Parada lost a skate edge, gets back up, dumps it in, but it is Avon Zach Snyder who comes out with it. Snyder across the red line, and he'll just dump it in off the skate of Ollie Stegmeyer into the corner. Carter Martin has it. Martin sends it behind the net where Ollie has it and sweeps it across the ice to the far side. And now Parada will get it back. Near side. Angled pass up out of the zone. Poked ahead by Caden Cresson, but no one there, and Ollie Stegmeyer dumps it in deep for CVCA, and he'll chase it. Stegmeyer in the corner. Centering pass. Here's Cord again. Look out in front. Josh Porter was there. Couldn't get his stick down on it on the feed from Cord Stegmeyer, who's one goal away from a hat trick just 8 minutes into the contest. It is sent up and out, and Eli Parada will range back on it. A full change on lines for Avon. Sent in by Cord. His brother Ollie picks it up. Ollie winds up. He shoots and he scores. It's the Stegmeyers 3 and CVCA nothing. 2 for Cord and 1 now for Ollie Stegmeyer. Here's Ollie coming in, evades the check of number 21, Eric Beasy, and got some open ice for just a moment, and Thompson couldn't get the glove up in time. It's in the back of the net, and the Royals lead it 3-0. CVCA firing on all cylinders in the first 9 minutes of this one. Chipped ahead, and the Royals build out again. Ollie Stegmeyer again will just dump it deep into the corner. Kenna McLean out for her first shift, sends it forward to Pagan. It's sent up to the point, kept in by Humphrey. He'll fire it down low. It ricochets almost all the way in front of the bench of the Avon Eagles. Klimkowski and Cord Stegmeyer in a puck battle up against the boards in the far side corner. It's poked ahead with the Royals. Ollie Stegmeyer will skate in. The puck is dispossessed from him. Cord will just dump it back down low, or Josh Porter will chase it, but he's not the first one there. Avon Klimkowski is, and he's got it, but he's got attention from Noah Chidima. Chidima removes the puck from him and has it. Chidima, cross-ice pass. Schwartzbeck down low looking for Porter. Schwartzbeck battles, but it's taken away, and here comes Avon on the counter. It's sent in, but swept to the side by Zach Humphrey, the defenseman, the sophomore for CVCA. Here comes Schwartzbeck. Jacob Schwartzbeck angles in. He's got the attention of a pair of Avon Eagles. Not quite a flock, but there's that puck situation with the ice again. It just stopped, and so Avon had to retreat and get it. They sent it forward. Carter Corderi had it for a moment, and he has it again. But 3 CVCA Royals converge on him. Here's a shot that goes wide all the way around and ricochets up to the right point and kept in by Kenna McLean and dumped down low where Zach Humphrey has it. Humphrey on the far side, swoops ahead to Sam Larker. He can't clear the zone, however, and the teams battle for it. It trickles to the near side boards. Free sends it down low all the way around the boards into the left side where CVCA will just clear it down the ice, actually right into the American flag, and the whistle will blow. We've been doing games here for 5 years, and I don't think we've ever seen that happen before. Every home game for the last 4.5 seasons, almost 5 seasons, because there's 1 day and 2 more home games to go here this season. That is the first time we've seen the flag get in the way of a puck here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. See something new every time you show up at a hockey rink. Play continues, and here is Free. He's going to take a shot, but it's deflected into the corner off the skate. Carter Martin, and Cord Stegmeyer comes out of the fray with it and sends it forward. The Royals still haven't cleared the zone. It's Ryland Chidima in the corner. And now CVCA sends it ahead. Cord has it taken away from him at the red line, and it's dumped right back in low where Eli Parada will chase after it. He's got the attention of Carter Free, who's trailing him, and Free pokes the puck away. He's going to have a chance, perhaps centers it. It's Free in the slot, but the Royals come out with it. It's Carter Martin. Martin gains the zone. Martin, the defenseman, heads down low, reverses, still battles for the puck, and comes out with it. Martin finally loses it, and it's sent to center ice. Ollie Stegmeyer tried to shimmy it to a teammate across the way, but it's poked into the zone by Landon Pagan. Loose in front. Pagan has it again. He's going to try and get a shot. Can't get a good shot off, and it's sent up. Here's a 2-on-1, now 2-on-2 opportunity, and the puck just stops once again. Again, that is the ice conditions here, but no, Eli Parada has it, fires one, and this time Nick Thompson makes the save, gets a tap on the pads from his teammate in front. Bit of encouragement for the goaltender from Avon. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. First period, 7-0 on shots. 3 of the 7 hit the back of the net for the Royals. Centering pass all the way up top to the point, kept in, and kept in a second time and a third time by Chidima. Gets to his brother, Noah, gets a shot, it's loose in front. Porter was down there, couldn't get his stick down. Ryland Chidima sent it down low once again into the corner. Josh Porter will battle with Klimkowski. Klimkowski comes out with it, it sends it up, and finally, actually no, into the bench, and so it'll stay in the CVCA zone on the face-off that will ensue with 2 minutes and 51 seconds to go here in period number 1. Face-off to the left of Thompson. Chidima gains the draw victory, centers in front, loose puck into the corner. Josh Porter will send it up to the point. And Chidima, Ryland can't keep it in. Zach Humphrey on his horse and pokes it forward. Nice job by Humphrey to recover right there. Right off the bench comes Carter Free, poked at it, and Avon will try and get up ice. It's been a first period dominated by CVCA in the neutral zone and the offensive zone. The Eagles unable to get a single shot off yet, although they have possession of the puck for the moment in the corner. Avon winding up, but is poke checked away. CVCA blocks another one. Free. Can't get anything going here. It's poked up to the left point. A shot in, and that goes wide. Second shot swept away by Kogan. That may be the first shot of the game, the first save of the game. First shot on goal is what we're trying to say. Dumped back in deep. Humphrey sends it forward. Cord Stegmeyer off the bench has it poke checked away out of harm's way. And now a whistle blows. We count Royals on the ice. There may be too many of them. And we'll see as the referee having a conversation with Coach Doug Fairchild. The conversation continues, and it is going to be too many men on the ice for CVCA. A penalty. It's going to send Noah Chidima into the box for the Royals. And so a power play opportunity and an opportunity to get one back here potentially for the Eagles. CVCA in the penalty kill coming into the tournament, 90.5% had staved off 38 of 42 penalties so far this season. So the Eagles lose the draw, and it's sent up, and look out, Cord Stegmeyer in the offensive zone. Klimkowski takes it away from him. Cord's looking for a penalty for a high stick. Thankful that he has a face mask on in high school hockey. No call, and Avon will head up the ice. Into the offensive zone, Zach Snyder puts one wide of the goal, far side, controlled now by Pagan, but poked away, and here comes CVCA's Ollie Stegmeyer. Again, that puck just not gliding and sliding the way he expects it to, and it stops. And back into the offensive zone, and a shot and a save by Kogan. Minute 20 to go in the penalty time, a turnover, and here comes Cord. Cord Stegmeyer will just skate into the offensive zone almost nonchalantly. Has the puck taken away, and here come the Eagles. Free, gains the offensive blue line. Poke checked away, Martin falls down, sends it forward, a shot, save and a rebound in front. Cord Stegmeyer swoops in and sends it out of harm's way and will clear it for CVCA with 35 seconds to go in the first period. The penalty will carry over into the second, down to 30 seconds in period number 1. The Royals 3, the Eagles nothing. We've seen a couple of goals right at the end of the periods. One today in the Amherst game with Kenson, and one yesterday with Normandy. So here's a shot and a save with 14 seconds left into the corner, sent back up to the left point. Dylan Goots has it, sent in front. The net was open, couldn't get good wood on it, and there's a goal. Avon is on the board. It's 3-1, a power play goal for the Eagles with 4 seconds left in the first period, and they'll go to the locker room with a little bit of a win right there. The goal scored by Fisher Stone, as you see it, loose here. And the last thing you want to do is give up a goal in the first minute or the last minute of the period, let alone the last 5 seconds. We were just saying that wasn't quite the last second like we've seen twice. One more chance sent wide by the goal scorer Stone. The first period comes to an end, and Avon outplayed, but still in it with a goal right there at the 14-minute, 56-second mark. The score at the end of one, CVCA 3 and Avon 1. We'll pause now for this message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. You're listening to CVCA and watching CVCA Royals hockey on the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. Something is different at CVCA. Obviously, that open house is long since gone on the calendar, but there are many other opportunities to learn about Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. We'd love to meet you. Visiting our campus will give you a closer look at what CVCA is all about. There are a number of admissions events throughout the year for prospective families just like you, with plenty of opportunities to get a closer look. You can register for an event, schedule a tour, or sign up for a shadow experience with your son or daughter. For more information or to sign up, please visit the CVCA Royals website. The CVCA Royals website, as my team laughs at me, the Wascally Wabbit bit me right there. CVCARoyals.org/admissions. Again, CVCARoyals.org/admissions. Tim Nichols with you, along with the CVCA Livestream crew, which is made up of a bunch of my kids today, as well as the Brain Trust, John Powell and Sean Mosher, who are making it happen on the buttons and the replay and so on and so forth. We also have Kent Schwartzbeck, who saved us this morning with his IT expertise with the data, which we get directly from the scoreboard. We are pleased to be able to bring you CVCA live stream coverage for a 5th season. And that actually is an opportunity for you to support CVCA live stream. We have done this now for 5 years, and it is our 5th CVCA Christmas tournament that we've done. 5 seasons of football in the books. Added some lacrosse last year, an occasional basketball game or two. It has been a labor of love, I think, for all of us. We enjoy doing it. However, we like to say 100% volunteer staffing, which is why we sometimes get a Wascally Wabbit. 100% volunteer staffing, but professional production. We do our best to bring you the best quality production possible. We know there were some issues last night if you were watching the CVCA game with the replay sound. We've got that corrected. But we, again, are doing this really out of our own pocket. It is something that we have borne the cost of, and that cost is about $3,000 per winter just to get on the air, with the production cost, the cost for streaming, space, the software, etc. And so we've worked with the school this year to give you the opportunity to support CVCA Livestream directly by being able to give to Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy at their giving interface, CVCARoyals.org/give-now. That'll take you to the giving interface. You can make a tax-deductible donation, and what better time than right at the end of the year to do that. If you reference CVCA Livestream in the comments section, those funds then become available for us to pay for those streaming costs, the software costs, etc. Typically equipment costs. We take no dollars and let me say it simply. We don't put any money in our pocket from this. We are doing this completely on a volunteer basis because we enjoy bringing hockey to you. Not just CVCA hockey, but if you're watching from Avon, if you're watching from Worthington, Kilbourne, or elsewhere, it's the joy of hockey and the joy of high school athletics. So, enough said about that. We would be honored if you would support CVCA Livestream financially. We are absolutely honored that you are tuned in. We know you have viewing choices, especially on a weekend night. So, CVCARoyals.org/give now. We've got an opportunity to make things a little bit easier on us with the production costs. Thanks very much for your support of CVCA Livestream. Here, we're at the second intermission. The Royals leading 3-1. They got the first 3 goals and kept Avon without a shot on goal until the final minute when they got a too many men on the ice power play. Avon put up 5 shots in that final minute, and the 5th one beat Ryan Kogan a goal, and we've got that and the others ready to queue up for you some highlights from the first period. Cord Stegmeyer got it started for CVCA. He skated in, beat Nick Thompson on the far side, twindling the twine, and an almost identical mirror image goal from the other side just seconds later put the Royals up 2-0. His brother got into the act. Ollie Stegmeyer fired that one past Nick Thompson. Made it 3-0 CVCA, and that's where it stood until a power play goal with 4 seconds left. The backhanded shot by Fisher Stone right here beat Ryan Kogan and gave some life to the Eagles as they flew back to their locker room. 3-1 CVCA at the end of one period of play. And again, we reviewed it briefly before the contest, but if you tuned in late, the implications of this game are this. With a win, CVCA will advance to the championship round. We'll show the standings right now, so we'll bring those up. Current up-to-date standings. Kenston has already secured their spot in the championship tomorrow night by virtue of their win against Amherst Steel and their 3-0 perfect record through the preliminary rounds on the white side. On the Royal side, if CVCA wins or ties, even forces overtime and gets a single point, there are 3 points for a win. 1.5 points are for a tie for each team. If you make it to overtime, you get a single point at overtime. Win gets 2 points. There are 4 ways to get points, essentially. Win, tie, overtime, win, or overtime loss. Any one of those scenarios puts CVCA in the championship game tomorrow night. If Avon wins this game, it would be a 3-way tie at 2-1 in the Royal Division, and it would go to goal differential, and at this stage it would be the Worthington-Kilbourne Wolves who would advance to the final tomorrow against Kenston. So Worthington-Kilbourne has a better goal differential than CVCA, at least at the moment, and they need a Avon win, and that would automatically put them into the final tomorrow, unless Avon is able to put an 11-goal victory together. And to do that, they would have to hold CVCA scoreless in the second period and get up to 14 goals. So highly unlikely that is going to happen. So Avon likely will be relegated to the third place game, which would be against Normandy tomorrow. NDCL and Aurora already booked up in the fourth place game. So we'll bring up the schedule and look at the results from earlier today. And this one is up to date as well. Actually, not that one, John. It's the next one, the results from earlier today. There we go. So, based on the results so far, Normandy beating NDCL, Worthington-Kilbourne over Aurora, and Kenston over Amherst Steel. One game is set for tomorrow. It is the fourth place game. So the fourth place finisher in the Royal and White divisions, NDCL and Aurora, who will play at 11:30 tomorrow. The second game currently is scheduled to be Normandy against the third place finisher. However, we have received word that should Worthington-Kilbourne not be in the championship game, they're likely to swap, and Kilbourne would play in the early game against the second place team, Amherst Steel. So while that does say a 5 o'clock game time, if Kilbourne is the second place team, I think they're going to get that game done early so Kilbourne can get started and head back down toward the Columbus area. And the kids get ready for school or the remainder of Christmas break, whatever they have on Tuesday. But I'm sure the parents need to get back to work and such, so we'll get them on their way early. So Kilbourne, if they're in the second place game against Amherst Steel, that would be earlier. Normandy would play Avon if this result holds, and then the championship game, Kenston against either CVCA or Worthington-Kilbourne, depending on how this plays out. Avon got one back right there at the end of the first period. And once again, despite the 3-1 lead, we do know these two teams played to a 1-goal outcome in the first game of the season this season, back on November 23rd for CVCA. It was actually the third game of the season for Avon. The Royals got a late start as their first game against Strongsville was postponed and rescheduled. So Avon was the opener for CVCA back on November 23rd. All right, 15 minutes back up on the clock. The Royals have returned to the ice, and the Eagles are marching into the arena on the far side as well. The goaltenders will switch ends. Kogan, the sophomore for CVCA, gets a word of encouragement from Ollie Stegmeyer, his classmate in the sophomore class. He'll man the goal down to our left, and on the right, waiting for Nick Thompson to return to the ice, and we do see he's just stepped onto the ice. Thompson stretching right in front of the penalty box. And we are moments away from the second period beginning here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Gives us a moment to remind you that you can follow us on social media by searching for the handle at CVCA Livestream on Facebook, on Instagram, and on X, formerly known as Twitter. And you're watching us on the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. While you're doing that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, add to our subscriber totals, and that'll allow you to be notified of future broadcasts when we go on the air. We will be on the air all day tomorrow for the fourth and final day of the CVCA Christmas tournament. Here, though, second period action ready to get underway. Stegmeyer, the younger, Ollie steps in. And the face-off is dropped down. And Carter Free wins it back to a teammate, and it's dumped in by Avon into the offensive zone, but from before the red line, and so an immediate icing call against the Eagles. And the Royals will get an offensive zone face-off early here in period number 2. And yet, icing is not the call. Half the players on the ice, and yours truly were fooled. It's a defensive zone face-off, perhaps played with a high stick. Not quite sure what the reasoning was there, but the Royals will see the puck drop down in front of their own net. It is sent up and out to center ice, and back to get it for Avon was Carter Cresson. He sent it forward, and it's taken into the offensive zone by Carter Free. Loose puck at the point, dumped in further by Caden Cresson. I think I called him Carter. Apologies, Caden. Free and Stegmeyer. Actually, it is Cord Stegmeyer. We've got a 50-50 chance with Cord and Ollie. 8-9. Free in front. Kogan makes a save, and it's poked aside. And the Royals clear it out of harm's way. But they were looking to connect with Zach Humphrey, who had just come off the bench. Couldn't make that tape-to-tape pass. And an icing. Here's that flurry in front of the net. Avon looking to get a second goal. Charlie Brunner was lurking, but was pushed aside. And they clear a broken stick off the ice and return it to the Royals bench. As we always say, that's an expensive shift for someone. Avon wins the face-off again. Another shot in and another save for Ryan Kogan. Here comes another one. Kogan got down late on that. Avon with a flurry at the end of the first period, and they may now actually have the lead in shots on goal after being outshot 7-0 early. CVCA 9, Avon 8. So they've evened things up, at least in the shots on goal. Icing against the Royals again, and so the face-off will come back to the CVCA defensive zone. The Royals came out on fire. Cord Stegmeyer with a pair of goals in less than a minute, and then Ollie Stegmeyer a couple moments later. It was 3-0, but Avon battling back now. They drop this one down. Rylan Chidima chases after it. It goes up in the air and comes right back down into the corner. Loose puck. Avon controlling. They send it on goal wide. Loose on the near side, sent up. Jonathan Klimkowski cannot keep it in. Goes by John. Last year he was Jonathan on the roster, so it's hard to break the old habits. John Klimkowski, number 2 for Avon. Right now it's Zach Humphrey. Humphrey skies that one into the netting. And Cord Stegmeyer, we'll quote him, "What are you blowing the whistle for?" May have grazed the netting. It looked like it stayed on the ice. But the clock stops with 13:21 to go in this second period. A choppy beginning for CVCA. Avon pressing to get back in this contest for themselves and for the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves. They drop it down. Royals win it and send it out. But it may be icing again, and it is. And so CVCA needs to connect a couple passes together to exit the zone without having to defend another faceoff. CVCA has Sam Larker out there. Noah Chidimo as well, as they summon them to the far side face-off dot. It is Chidimo who will take the draw for the Royals. Carter Free goes away, across the way and has a word with one of his teammates. He'll take the draw for the Eagles. One into the corner by Chidima. Chipped up by Martin. Schwartzbeck is knocked down. The puck still loose on the far side. Chidima, that's Noah, gets pirouetted down, kept in by Klimkowski and sent down low, where Noah Chidima will range after it and send it forward to Schwartzbeck, who'll tip it out to center ice. Now he'll chase. Schwartzbeck gets into the offensive zone. He has pressure though by Corderi behind the net. and sent up but not out. Kept in by Martin. Martin fans on it, and it's sent out to center ice where Eli Parada will just dump it right back in. Chasing after it for Avon is Zach Snyder. Snyder sends it forward. Here come the Eagles. Flying ahead. Landon Vanuch. Vanuch just stood up. And it's sent forward. Oh, Jacob Schwartzbeck couldn't handle that. If he had, he would have been on his way for a potential breakaway. Nick Thompson stops it. We'll get another look at it. Oh, this is the big hit. Vanuch got stood up right there. That preceded the potential breakaway, which wasn't for Jacob Schwartzbeck. Face off to the left of Thompson. Ollie Stegmeyer wins it forward and goes and captures it in the corner. Sends it off the boards, but dives after it. But here comes Avon. 3-on-2. The Eagles into the offensive zone. They're going to take a shot, save, and a rebound swept aside by Rylan Chidima, but he has it poke checked away and taken immediately by the Royals. But Klimkowski's there at the point. He's going to send it in. Kogan slides to his left, centered in front, loose, and went sent to the side and out of harm's way to center ice where Klimkowski is on it for the Eagles. Sends it forward. Brunner has it poked back. Here's a chance for CVCA as they take the puck away. Shot wide by Ollie Stegmeyer. Brunner will collect it in the corner. Tries to chip it ahead off the boards. And Avon breaks out. 2-on-1. Brunner, far side, shot saved by CVCA's Kogan. Fisher Stone testing him. Players diving all over the ice. It's sent in. Collected by the Royals defenseman Martin. Long pass to Cord Stegmeyer at the blue line. He dekes one, gets ready, shoots, and he's denied. Frustration, bangs the stick down as it went up into the netting behind the goal. So Stegmeyer unable to convert the hat trick opportunity right there. He'll have another opportunity or 2 or 3 or more, no doubt. And we're back underway. Sam Larker keeps it in for the moment, and does a good job there. It's swept to the near side. Schwartzbeck can't catch up with it. And Avon offsides. They have to go tag up. Carter Free heard the referee call and hesitated, and CVCA sends it down the ice into the corner. It's loose. Eli Parada sent it toward the goal. It's deflected to the near side boards. Cycled down low. Larker can't get there, but the Royals come up with it in the corner. Schwartzbeck sends it back to the near side. Poked ahead, loose in front, and Thompson has to make a nice save and a whistle. And we're going to have an elbowing call. The only question is on whom? And it looks like it's going to be on Avon. And the Royals will go on the power play. Zach Snyder is sent to the box for elbowing. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes and 42 seconds. 10:18 remains here in period number 2. CVCA 0 for 1 in the power play so far. We'll see what they can do this time. What they do initially is lose the faceoff, and it's cleared down the ice where Eli Parada has to chase. He's got company from Brunner. Parada behind his own net, cross ice, and the Royals will break out. It's Noah Chidima. Long pass, but right to an Avon Eagle, and it's sent right back down. 1:39 to go. Chidima sends it to Ollie Stegmeyer, but he has it poke checked away. And now Parada will settle, and the Royals will try and break out. Parada back to Cord Stegmeyer. Cord will start the breakout. He heads up ice with 1:22. Right through a pair of Eagles into the offensive zone. Cord leaves it for his brother Ollie. Ollie will send it down low. It's loose in front. And Avon swoops it down the ice. Kogan has to play it with the stick. So CVCA perhaps needs to be a bit more patient on the power play. Set something up. Here comes Ollie Stegmeyer. Safe to say he doesn't want to be patient. He wants to score, and Thompson makes a save. Chidima leaves it for a teammate. Ollie, sharp angled shot. It goes to the far side corner, sent around to the near side. Stegmeyer watches it go by him, and it comes all the way to Brunner, who swoops it down the ice. And first to it is Carter Free. Free, behind his the CVCA net, is dispossessed of the puck, and 34 seconds remain on the power play opportunity. Ollie Stegmeyer heads up ice, and he'll swoop it into the far side corner and chase it. It's sent around. Avon controls and stood up and sent out to neutral ice. CVCA a little discombobulated again for the second time on the power play. Ben Dressel out for a shift. He chopped at it, couldn't control it. 5 seconds remain, and Avon sends it out to center ice once again. Cross ice pass, and Noah Chidima will have it, but the penalty time expires, and a defensive zone lapse. Sent forward, a chance, but unable to control it was Avon's Landon Vanush. Again, a chance shot goes wide. And the Royals were on fire to start this game. They seem to let their foot off the gas a little bit, and that seems to be something that is pretty consistent for CVCA this season, putting 3 good periods together. They put 1 together. Here, halfway through this second period, the chances have been few and far between. Cord Stegmeyer into the offensive zone. Stegmeyer into the corner, tries to center, but Klimkowski gets in the way. Part of the issue here is that the Avon Eagles have stepped up their game. Ben Dressel battles for the puck but can't get it. Eli Parada has it. His shot goes wide to the far side. Zach Humphrey ranges in. He's got the puck and going in deep. Humphrey leaves it for a teammate, Stegmeyer. Cord has it at the blue line. Almost goes out of the zone. Into the corner. No one changed it or chased it for CVCA. Back out to neutral ice. Sent forward by Martin. Cord with a check against Klimkowski, and a whistle. 6:54, not just a whistle, a cross check. So he sent a check by Cord Stegmeyer. It was from behind, and it was a cross check, an easy call right here for the referee. Klimkowski got up, pushed Stegmeyer, and the Royals touched up, and they'll go down to the penalty kill. Avon 1 for 1 on the power play already. A late first period goal, the only one of the game so far, by Fisher Stone. They trailed 3-0. With a goal here, they can close within 1. CVCA pushes it forward but cannot clear the zone. It's dumped in deep by Cresson. Sent up but not out. Klimkowski keeps it in. Cross ice pass, shot, and a save by Kogan. Caden Cresson sent that in. 1:46 as you see to go in the penalty time. And here's the view from behind the goal. Kogan gloves that one down. Loose puck comes to Chidima, and he just chips it down the ice. And Klimkowski will have to chase after it. Sends it up ice. Zach Snyder. Ollie Stegmeyer with the check of him, and the Royals send it down the ice on the clearance. Caden Cresson, the defenseman, starts out the rush, but Chidima sends that on goal as it came to him, and Thompson had to stick it into the corner. 1:10 to go, and the penalty to Cord Stegmeyer, who's in the box for cross-checking. That one is shot in wide, far side. First to it was Carter Free. Loose in front. Here's a chance. Backhanded shot, and a save by Kogan with Carter Free standing tall over him, but no rebound that time. We'll take another look at it. Ryan Kogan made the stop and then covered it. The Royals change up the penalty killing unit. Another one goes high and to the left of Kogan. Klimkowski will take it at the point. His shot, pad save by Kogan. 40 seconds to go in the penalty time. In the corner, Zach Humphrey battles. Loose in front, swept to the near side, not out. Kept in and dumped down low by Pagan. Behind the goal line, controlled by the Eagles. Nice defensive play right there by Rylan Chidima. It's chipped up, and Zach Humphrey sends it forward, and it may have hit one of the Avon coaches as it went out of the ice surface area. So they'll bring the puck back into the defensive zone with 14 seconds to go on the penalty time. Just 5:07 to go here in a scoreless second period so far. The Royals with a 3-1 lead. Again, the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves probably watching this intently, hoping for Avon to be able to convert here. That shot goes wide. Klimkowski ranges in. Rylan Chidima chops at it. Klimkowski controls, however. Down to 3 seconds, loose in front. And a shot attempt is knocked down in front. The penalty expires, back to even strength. But here's a third attempt, and Kogan stands tall, or kneels tall, and covers that one. Puck just standing there until the goal scorer, Fisher Stone, made a bid for his second of the night. Kogan, though, standing right in the middle there, and it was right into his breadbasket. So the penalty expires, 4:45 to go, second period. Cord Stegmeyer back out on the ice, and we're back to even strength. And it's Cord with a long pass. Actually, Cord with it now. Skates in. He's going to shoot and miss the net. Oh, Cord Stegmeyer. Can't believe it. And again, that may have been the ice surface. The puck just did not glide where he thought it should have been. And the Avon Eagles dodge a bullet right there. It was a long pass. I think it actually came from Eli Parada to Cord Stegmeyer. Do we have that on replay? Let's take a look. Stegmeyer ranging in. He had beat Thompson, but just could not finish it. I don't think it had anything to do with the ice. He just could not finish the play. Cord had a play like that in the Barron Cup semifinal last year against Strongsville, and that brings back bad memories of that play. The Royals were leading in that one. That would have given them a cushion of 3 goals. Strongsville came back and won the game and won the Barron Cup. Play continues. Jonathan Klimkowski ranges back, sends it forward as we're down under 4 minutes. Taken away by Noah Chidima. He's been quiet today so far. Schwartzbeck chops at it. It flies into the corner. Chidima had a hat trick yesterday, so it is a development that he has been kept really off the score sheet for the most part tonight. Sent in, but the Royals were offside. They have to touch up. And Dylan Gooch behind the goal sends it ahead. And the Eagles cannot clear. Chidima takes it away. He'll shoot wide. Sent up but not out. Kept in by Eli Parada. He'll fire, and it's gloved down by Thompson. Eli Parada, senior assistant captain, the third of the Parada brothers to wear the Royals blue. Brothers Jack and Luke, stars for the Royals program. A first-team Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League White Division All-Star a year ago, Eli Parada, and 2 straight years as a defenseman. It's sent in from center ice. It would not have counted. CVCA was offside, so they touch up. Nick Thompson did make the save. And here comes Avon into the offensive zone. Zach Humphrey provides the pressure, and it ricochets out to center ice. Zach Snyder can't control. Ben Dressel sends it in deep. It comes to CVCA's Humphrey. Humphrey will tip it to himself into the corner. Still has it, and a little bit of space. Just cycles it back down low. Dressel is spun to the ground. Penalty coming. And it's going to be another penalty on Avon. The Royals will go back on the power play, their 3rd chance of the evening. 0 for 2. But the Eagles playing with fire here. It's a slashing call. And the Royals with a third opportunity. Into the box goes Zach Snyder. So an offensive zone face-off for the Royals. Noah Chidima pushes it forward, and it's taken to the ground, but the Royals do possess the puck. Parada down low. Ollie Stegmeyer, cross-ice pass, and that ricochets out of play. This building built in 1966, it says on the wall. So I'm not good at math, but that's about 58 years ago, 59 years ago in 2 days. 6 decades of hockey here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center, the home for CVCA for the last 4. John Powell in my ear. We had Worthington Kilbourne head coach Greg Revac on earlier today, and he played his high school hockey in Northeast Ohio and played in this rink. And he asked him what he remembers about this place. He said they have the best slushy machine in all of Northeast Ohio. John says that's a lot of slushies. Cord Stegmeyer says, can I get to the goal crease? He does. He shoots, misses the net. A save by Thompson. A good attempt right there, however. And here comes a chance. A counter and a shot and a save off the blade of Fisher Stone by Ryan Cogan. A minute 35 to go. That was a shorthanded bid as the Royals are on the power play. Stone is stoned by Cogan. Royals win the face-off, and the power play continues. They sweep it around to the near side. Klimkowski will send it back down low, however, and the Royals will have to recover the puck. They send it near side. Parada. He'll retreat behind his net with 56 seconds to go in the penalty time. Sent ahead, but not cleanly, but dug out by Ollie Stegmeyer, who gains the zone. Ollie, cross ice, centering pass, looking for his brother. It comes back to Ollie, sends it up to Eli. Eli Parada, cross ice to Noah Chidima. Chidima shot, blocked, and here comes a rush for Avon. But Chidima ranges back and gets it. 33 to go in the penalty time, but too far for Cord Stegmeyer, and icing on the power play. Again, CVCA can't connect and put something together with the man advantage. Their third opportunity. They're down to 30 seconds left on this one. 50.8 seconds to go in the period. And that is the technology we are bringing to you here at CVCA Livestream. 50.8, we've got it down to the 10th. They only have it on the regular second here in the arena, but our data can't beat it. Play continues. Power play continues with 22 left. It's sent up. Zach Humphrey will range in. 33 seconds left in the period. 10 seconds left in the power play. It's sent through the crease. We'll have to be paying attention to the man to be released from the box here in a couple of seconds. Penalty time expires back to even strength. And there it is. Potential breakaway, but Zach Humphrey was on it, paying attention, and ranged back and got that puck for the Royals. Final 10 seconds of the period. It's sent out to center ice. Offsides, I believe will be the call against Avon here with 3 ticks of the clock left. And you can watch for yourself. That was close, but they did have a man coming in off the bench in the zone before the puck entered on the near side over here. And so the face-off will be dropped down below us. With just 3 seconds left, one back to Avon. It's sent in. Cogan makes the stop, and the clock runs out. It's a scoreless second period from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. And at the second intermission, the teams will retreat to their locker rooms. CVCA, we'll call it clinging to a 3-1 lead. A victory sends them to the championship game tomorrow night. Kenston awaits. A comeback by Avon would put Worthington Kilbourne in that championship game tomorrow. All right, we're going to catch our breath. I'm going to give you one more opportunity to hear from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Welcome back to the Dan Kostel Rec Center. And once again, we want to remind you that CVCA is a great place to be. We'd love to meet you. Visiting our campus will give you a closer look at what CVCA is all about. There are a number of admissions events throughout the year for prospective families. Plenty of opportunities to get a closer look, to register for an event, to schedule a tour, or sign up for a shadow experience. For more information, you can visit cvcaroyals.org/admissions, which I got cleanly out of my mouth this period, unlike the last period. So I've been informed by our crack staff of statisticians that since the penalty that CVCA took in the last minute of the first period, when they were out shooting Avon 7-0 at that point, they have been outshot 19-4 as the Royals essentially sleptwalked through that second period, leaving the door ajar just a bit for Avon, but they weren't able to walk through it, unable to put any goals behind Ryan Cogan for their benefit as well. So we remain tied, not tied, but we remained at the 3-1 score at the end of 2 periods of play. Sean Mosher, you got any highlights? I guess we'll show the same highlights we had from the first period. We'll show the goals that were scored. The Royals came out quickly, and Cord Stegmeyer lit the lamp early with his first of the game. Less than 4 minutes into the contest, about 30 seconds later, the mirror image goal from the far side beat Nick Thompson on that open side of the net. It was 2-0 CVCA. Ollie Stegmeyer, the brother of Cord, about 3 minutes after that, put another one in the back of the net, and the Royals were rolling at 3-0. But since that time, like they're in quicksand a little bit. 4 seconds remained in the first period, and Fisher Stone on the power play got one by Ryan Cogan, and that's all she wrote. No goals in that second period, so it remains 3-1. The Kenston Bombers await an opponent for tomorrow night's championship game. Kenston and CVCA already met a couple of weeks back. Kenston came from behind in the third period to tie it up, and then win it in the overtime period, 5-4 against CVCA, an overtime victory in divisional play in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League White North. The only loss of the season so far for CVCA within the division. Kenston subsequently suffered a defeat against Avon Lake. They also have one loss. Avon Lake leading in the division. And we haven't put this up, John, so a test for you. We're going to actually have you put up the White North standings. Second row, first key, right there. First key, White North, boom. And there are the divisional standings in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League through the games of December 22nd, right up before the Christmas holiday. Avon Lake perfect at 4-0 with 8 points. Kenston, the Bombers, 3-1. That loss to Avon Lake right before the Christmas holiday. CVCA 2-1. The only loss to Kenston on December the 14th. In third place, Strongsville 0-3 and Olmsted Falls 0-4. There are 8 league games, no crossovers. Barron Cup seeding to be determined. We have not seen the league to list who and how many from each division will be in the Barron Cup. The White South Division, the other teams competing for the Barron Cup, will bring those standings up next to it, John. There we go. Elyria Catholic was out to a 4-0 start, but then suffered a loss. I believe that loss was to Kent Roosevelt, if I recall correctly. Still atop the standings with 8 points. Roosevelt second at 3-1. And the Roosevelt Rough Riders defeated this Kenston squad twice last week in the Karen Barlow tournament. So despite being in the White South Division, Roosevelt showing that they have come to play. They've got a pretty solid team there. Down in Kent Normandy, we've seen in this tournament 2-2 in the White South. Avon playing here tonight 1-2. The CVCA game against Avon was not a divisional game. It was a crossover game, so it doesn't count in these standings. And the Stowe Bulldogs 0-4. It's likely they take 4 from each side is my guess. So Avon right now probably safe to make the Barron Cup. And you see, it's been a competitive game. The white division in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League has been pretty competitive so far this season. Here, the standings in this tournament, again, you've seen them before. We'll bring them up one more time. CVCA at 2-0 in the Royal side of the bracket. Kenston 3-0 on the white side of the bracket. If the Royals win, tie, or force overtime, they're in the championship game. If they lose, it's going to be Worthington-Kilbourne that will be in the championship. Avon, we can now with certainty say, is eliminated they can only win this game by 10 goals, assuming they were able to put 10 goals up in the next 15 minutes. They'd have to put up 12 goals in the next 15 minutes. Even if they were able to do that, they would not catch Worthington Kilbourne in terms of goal differential. So Avon now will officially be slotted into the third place game tomorrow. The Royals, they still have a chance to advance if they can hang on here for another 15 minutes and claim the victory. It's 3-1. The Zamboni just about finished with its resurfacing of the ice. And we thank you again for tuning in all weekend. We'll bring up the results from earlier today and talk about tomorrow's schedule one more time. So Normandy winning big against NDCL. Worthington Kilbourne also a big win against Aurora. Kenston with a surprising win by the score differential, 5-0 over Amherst Steel. The story of that game was the goaltender for Kenston, a 43 save shutout for Kenston's goaltender Linz, and he was the star of the game. 5-0 put Kenston into the final tomorrow, and Avon and CVCA here. So tomorrow's games, NDCL will take on Aurora. That game will be here on CVCA Livestream. We'll have all four once again for you. The game starts at 11:30 on Monday morning. The second game of the day, if it is CVCA in the championship game, will actually be switched. It'll be the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves against Amherst Steel, and they'll allow Kilbourne to play a bit earlier in the day to get on the road and get back to Central Ohio in the early evening hours to get ready for the rest of the work weekend or school week. I think they're probably still off this week, but nevertheless, parents have had a long weekend here in Northeast Ohio, so we'll get them back on the road early. Obviously, if they are in the final tomorrow, they'll stick around and play, but depending on the results of this game, it'll determine when those other two games will be played. The final tomorrow night at 7:30 here on CVCA Livestream. Or you know what? If you're within earshot and in Northeast Ohio, come on out to the Dan Kostel Rec Center in Garfield Heights. It's also known as the Garfield Heights Rec Center. Look for both of those on Waze or whatever app of choice and preference is for you. Come on out and see it in person tomorrow night here, or anytime tomorrow. High school hockey in Northeast Ohio here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. But if you can't make it, or you're stuck at work tomorrow, tune in. We'll have all the games for you here on CVCA Livestream. They're finishing up with Chuck a Puck, and we're going to put the intermission slide up for the final 60 to 90 seconds of this one, and be back with third period action in just a moment. Welcome back to the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Tim Nichols along with the CVCA Livestream crew bringing you the coverage on night number 3 of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. The Avon Eagles have returned to the ice, and they are seeking a comeback victory over the Royals, who are finally making their way into the arena. We've got a good crowd on hand as I took a look over at the off to our left and our right as we're perched high atop the second level of the Dan Kostel Rec Center. We're glad that you are joining us from home, wherever home might be tonight. 15 minutes left in regulation in this one, and the Royals make their way back onto the ice here. Third period, decisive period. So CVCA has had some come from behind victories this season already, and they've had some come from ahead losses in the third period as well. So we mentioned as we went to the second intermission start there that it's 19-4 in shots on goal since the final minute of the first period in favor of Avon. So they've had the better of it, but have not yet been able to add to their single goal tally. The only goal scored by Avon's Fisher Sims with 4 seconds remaining in the first period. For the Royals, consistency is the key, and we saw them come out on firing on all cylinders in the first period and then perhaps just take their foot off the gas. The Eagles have been ready, and the Royals not even out at center ice yet. Referee waiting on CVCA to come out, and so we'll see what Royals team shows up here in the third period. Tell you who came out on all cylinders today. It was the Kensington Bombers, and they are awaiting the winner of this game to see who they will play tomorrow night. The puck is dropped down, and it's Avon who pushes it into the offensive zone. Stone, far side, sends it ahead to Brunner. Brunner in the corner, sends it back to Fisher Stone. He meets up with a couple of Royals and has the puck dispossessed and sent up and out. And the Royals are going to ice it right out of the gate. So again, CVCA just content to start out this period with a defensive stance and an icing call. The Royals have Ollie Stegmeyer, Court Stegmeyer, both out there. And a save by the goaltender, Kogan. Ben Dressel on this shift. That's who I was looking to see if it was Noah Chidima. It's Ben Dressel. So the two Stegmeyer brothers, Dressel, Carter Martin, and Eli Parada, sent up, and another whistle blows. And the two combatants of the face-off are both going to be sent off for coincidental minors, as you see on the right-hand side of that. Ollie Stegmeyer and Carter Free got hung up and tied up. And we always like to tell you that that is the unique thing about this 59-year-old arena, just one penalty box. Free seemed pretty happy with what he had done there. He got CVCA's second leading scorer off the ice. He has to sit by him for the next 2 minutes. So we'll play 5-on-5. The puck is chipped up into that penalty box. 14:21 to go. A third stoppage in the first 39 seconds of this period. They drop it down, and it's controlled by the Eagles. Sent forward and angled off the boards where Carter Martin has it. He'll retreat into the corner, chip it ahead to Schwartzbeck. It's knocked down, and Noah Chidima comes to settle things down and ranges behind his own net. Sends it forward, too far for Sam Larker, kept in, and a shot deflected in front and swept to the corner by Eli Parada. Chipped up and out to center ice by Chidima. Sent back in where Noah is on it. Noah Chidima needs to step up, and this is Eli Parada. Parada gets tripped, and he's going to draw a penalty, and that's a good sign. The Royals will go on the power play. They've had 3 fruitless attempts at a power play opportunity so far tonight. You'll see it right here. Parada with speed, and his speed and forcing the action there drew that penalty. And into the box goes John Klimkowski. So now Can the Royals step up and put some passes together and create an opportunity? Power play begins. Carter Martin will battle for it, sends it forward, and Noah Chidima does just that. From Carter Martin, Chidima steps up and puts the Royals up 4-1. A power play goal for Chidima just 7 seconds into the power play. Here it is, Martin wins the puck, and Chidima left all alone and put it in the back of the net. Landon Vanuch bent over at the red line. He knows that was a big goal that went against him, and he has a word with Cord Stegmeyer as they await the faceoff. So Chidima, we just said we need to see him step up, and he was Johnny on the spot, or in this case Noah at the right spot to put CVCA up 4-1. Puck is loose in the neutral ice area, sent forward but too far. They wave off icing though. Didn't see that touched by anyone. Chidima will range back and get it for CVCA, who now has a 3-goal lead for the second time today. Cord Stegmeyer sends it forward. Ben Dressel couldn't handle it. It's sent in and saved by Thompson. Wyland Chidima ranging in on him. It's always hard to tell Chidima and Dressel, 87 and 97. That is Ben Dressel. They're both about the same size, and one of them has that jersey tucked in, and the 8 and the 9 are hard to pick apart. It's not hard to pick out Noah Chidima or Jacob Schwartzbeck, for that matter, who fired that in there. And that's Ryland Chidima, 97, who sends it forward to his brother. It's knocked back, and Ryland will take it once again. He'll settle the puck and angle it off the boards, looking for Schwartzbeck. It's forward, and Sam Larker, who's grown about 6 inches since a year ago, was there. Schwartzbeck tries the center, had Larker lurking. Try and say that 10 times fast. Meanwhile, Avon on the counter. Caden Crescent, for into alliteration, had the puck and fired it wide. Schwartzbeck behind the net. Zach Humphrey, the younger brother of former CVCA captain Nick Humphrey, on defense for CVCA, had it a moment ago. The Royals sent it down the ice. It'll be an icing with 11:57 to go. 2 minutes and a whistle, and the penalties to Ollie Stegmeyer and Carter Free expire, and they are both released to their benches. Ollie stays on the ice. Free heads to the bench. Defensive zone face-off for the Royals to the right of Kogan. And Ollie is pulled down again. No call, or is there? Yes. He's going to get another penalty drawn, and the Royals go right back on the power play. It's a hook. Hooking the call against Eric Beasy. And we'll take a look at the hook. There it was. The last 2 penalties have been drawn because of the Royals' speed. Both Eli Parada and Ollie Stegmeyer getting hauled down as the Royals are on the power play once again. A loose puck, and Cord Stegmeyer settles it at the point. Cord surveys. He's going to wind up and fire right into the breadbasket of Nick Thompson. Thompson drops the puck down, and we'll have a face-off. Still 1 minute 50 seconds to go on the penalty time as you look again at Cord Stegmeyer's shot and the save from behind Thompson from the goal camp. Up to the point. Parada sends it down low, gets it back, feathers it to Cord Stegmeyer. His shot is deflected, and it's cleared down the ice. Cord sachets it forward once and twice, and Martin will bring it into the zone. Martin along the far side wall, looking for Cord. Cord gathers it on the near side boards. Up to Parada. Far side, backside, chance. Poked ahead, I think, by the goaltender, Thompson. Parada into the corner. Has the puck taken away, and it's going to be sent down the ice. Kogan will stop the puck and It's sent around the board to the near side. It takes a funny bounce off the corner where the Zamboni gate is. CVCA doesn't pay the price for that. They do pay the price for this, a defensive zone turnover. Here comes a chance. Skating in, and Kogan has to make a shorthanded save. It's still loose. The Royals getting a little frivolous with the puck. Now Martin into the zone. Cross ice pass. Comes back out to the point where Cord Stegmeyer waits and has it. Cord moves to his right. Sends it down low to his brother. Cross ice pass. Noah Chidima shoots. It's loose in front. Second shot. Cord misses the net. Parada sends it back down low to Ollie. Ollie in the circle takes a shot and a score. A perfect pass to Cord Stegmeyer, who takes a bow. He gets the hat trick. And CVCA goes up 5-1. And here he was breaking in. And we joke about backyard hockey, but with two brothers like that.
We're taking 8 and 9 for unsportsmanlike conduct.
But the bow is going to cost CVCA. As Cord Stegmeyer gets the goal, he gets the hat trick, and he gets the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So the refs did not take a liking to that celebration by Stegmeyer. So Stegmeyer's goal at 4 minutes and 53 seconds of the third period puts the Royals up 5-1. His penalty also at 4:53, and the Royals go on the penalty kill. Jacob Schwartzbeck sends it toward the goal of Thompson on a shorthanded bid. He covers because he had Noah Chidima moving in on him. 10 minutes to go between CVCA and a date with Kenston in the championship game. And with a 4-goal lead, we'll make mention it's a 5-goal lead as Noah Chidima puts a backhanded, shorthanded shot into the back of the net. It is the 4th shorthanded goal of the season for CVCA. And oh my, what a beautiful goal that one was. Gentlemen, let's see that again. Here we go, off the face-off. Chidima took it and he backhanded it into the back of the net. We've seen Chidima win the face-off and forehand it into the net. That was a different take on the face-off victory. 5-1, now 6-1 CVCA. And the penalty kill will continue. Shot down low, and second shot in the back of the net. A power play goal for Avon. They get one back at 9:37 of the period. It is 6-2. We'll watch it again. It came loose and put in the back of the net. The power play goal scored by Landon Pagan. So before those two goals in quick and successive fashion, the CVCA back to a 4-goal lead. We're about to say that it may be safe to talk about the history that could be playing out tonight here for the Royals and head coach Doug Fairchild. A couple of seasons ago in this very tournament, I think on this very night of the tournament, head coach Doug Fairchild recorded his 200th victory as coach of the CVCA Royals. There's a banner off to our right up on the wall celebrating that night. A win tonight would be the 10th win of the season for CVCA, and it would be win number 250 in the storied career of Doug Fairchild, the head coach here at CVCA. 9 minutes and now less than 9 minutes to go between that potential outcome. So that's also on the docket tonight as part of the highlights and discussions. Royals sent it down the ice, but it was deflected, and so there is no icing call. And down for a hard fall was one of CVCA's players in the corner. We'll try and get a number on that. It was Ben Dressel. He's up and back in the fray, which is good to see. Eli Parada knocked that down, but it is carried out of the zone. Avon chips it forward, but Parada gets it back. Deeks and heads up the ice. He'll dump it in, and Thompson has to save it with the blocker. And it ricochets and deflects out of play right over our goal cam. We'll see if we got that, and we do, right from behind. Incoming. Thompson makes the save. 8:12 to go. Penalty time for Court Stegmeyer expired now. Back to 5-on-5, and with speed through the neutral zone comes Fisher-Stone. He stops, pauses, shoots, and a save by Kogan. It comes right back past Stone. Ollie Stegmeyer settles the puck down. Cross ice. Martin, actually that's Humphrey. He sends it ahead. And Stegmeyer gets it on the return pass. Ollie, back pass. Nice play by Larker. Schwartzbeck gets a shot off and pays the price for it. Gets leveled by Zach Snyder. Both players get up. And meanwhile, it's back on the blade of Ollie Stegmeyer. He'll just dump it into the corner. Snyder will swoop in and try and get it. Still loose. Sent toward the slot. And finally, Snyder skates out with it. But ranging over to collect the puck was Zach Humphrey with 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go. In the third period, the Royals leading 6-2. Closing in on a date with the Kenston Bombers for the second time this season. A championship date. Jacob Schwartzbeck takes a shot which goes in front of the goaltender Thompson. Stegmeyer, good stick handling once, twice, but has it poke checked away for the third time. Can't enter the zone. And so Humphrey will backhand it down low. Klimkowski there. Up ice to a teammate. And the Eagles into the offensive zone. They're onside, but Humphrey collects the puck for the Royals. A collision behind the net. Loose puck to Ollie Stegmeyer. 2-on-2 for CVCA. Cale Anderson on the backside. Couldn't settle that rebound that went high into the air and fell down to Avon's Zach Snyder. Sent it down the ice. Icing is the call, and a stoppage with 6:10 to go. There's that collision behind the net earlier. That's freed up the puck for Ollie Stegmeyer to create one of the last rushes for CVCA. Face off to the left of Nick Thompson. That time, Chidima won it for, but couldn't control. Still the Royals pressure into the near side corner. Noah Chidima battles, comes out with the puck. Back into the corner. Tries again. To the slot, sends it far side. He had Josh Porter on the back door. Porter couldn't get his stick down to get it on goal. Chidima, cross ice, into the corner. Porter pokes at it. Chidima couldn't catch up to it. Kept in by Eli Parada into the corner. Sent up and finally cleared out of the zone by Corderi for Avon. Now, Carter free with speed on the backhand, centers, but no one there, and CVCA's clearing it out all the way down the ice. Thompson will watch it cross the end line for an icing call against the Royals with 5:15 to go. We will be back on the air for 4 more games starting tomorrow as you watch the last rush for Avon. We start tomorrow's coverage at 11:30 with NDCL and Aurora, both teams looking for a sole victory in this tournament. One of them will walk away with that win tomorrow, unless, of course, they tie. And then it looks like Worthington Kilbourne and Amherst Steel will likely have the second game if the score holds up right now as it stands, 6-2 CVCA. Kilbourne would be the second place team against the second place team from the other side of the bracket, Amherst Steel. Another penalty coming, and another time where the Royals' speed is going to cause a power play situation and a penalty situation for Avon. Ollie Stegmeyer was hauled down again, and the penalty door opens up again. And this time into the box goes Landon Vanush, I believe. We'll watch it and see. It is Vanush, number 4. And the Royals will have another chance to extend the lead here late in the third period, leading 6-2. CVCA controls to the left point. Carter Martin evades. Sends it down low. It's Ollie Stegmeyer. Martin gets it back, puts it on net. Knocked down in front by Klimkowski. Don't think that one actually got to Thompson. Martin tries to keep it in, cannot. Eli Parada is back on it for the Royals. Sends it forward, but it's intercepted for the moment. Taken back away by Ollie Stegmeyer. He pushes it forward and gets it back on the give and go from Sam Larker. Now Larker will collect the loose puck. Larker will skate in and put a shot toward the net. It deflects over the glass, sending spectators scattering back there. They send it right back in. No need for a souvenir in high school hockey. We send that puck right back to the ice. So thank you to the fan back there. There was a public address announcer for the Baltimore Orioles named Rex Barney. And when a fan would make a nice catch in the stands, he would say over the PA, give that fan a contract. You might have to do that for the fan back there. Avon tries to clear, and they send coaches scattering for the second time tonight as they clear it into their own bench. And so they'll have to defend another face-off. And we'll get a look at it. And it was the same coach. Like the Matrix, he made some evasive moves and lived to tell about it. Royals power play continues late here in this one. Some of the younger players out there. Josh Porter in front. Cale Anderson, the freshman, getting a shift here. Porter sends it toward the net. Ryland Chidima, another freshman. So two freshmen and a sophomore out. Another sophomore, and Zach Humphrey gets a bit more playing time with him as well at defense. And it's sent up and out. Chasing after it is Eric Beasy, but Humphrey is there for the Royals. And he'll bring it into the offensive zone. Humphrey to the near side corner. Puts a shot on, takes an attempt, and it's swept up and out. And it is Ryland Chidima who will retreat back and get it as the penalty expires. We're down to 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in this one. CVCA ready to book a date in the championship game, and Coach Fairchild will tell you it's about the players that he gets to coach. One of those players is Ryan Cogan. He makes another save, and he makes another cover. The young sophomore in goal for CVCA tonight. He's acquitted himself fairly well. And puck lodged on the side of the net. Cogan said, I'll take care of that. 26 shots for the Royals, 22 shots for Avon. They had 19 of those shots between the end of the first period, the last minute, and the end of the second period. So a 16-minute period where they got 19 shots. They've been held to 3 shots in this third period. So the Royals have turned up the spigot on the defensive pressure in period number 3. And with that has come a trio of goals as well. Final 2 minutes from the Dan Kostel Rec Center on day number 3. And that just exited the zone before it was brought right back in. So offsides with 2 minutes exactly to go. Back underway. And it's tipped in to the corner. Sent out to center ice. Carter Martin back there. And his attempt to send it back on in was deflected up into the netting. And they'll have to get a new puck. Sent in from the scorer's table. I mentioned last night they've got a big bucket of cold ice and cold pucks over there. Good job by the referees to say enough, enough. Taking control of this one before they drop the puck down. Martin will send that in for CVCA. A swing and a miss by, I think that was Ben Dressel again, and a counter for Avon. That shot goes wide to the corner. Fisher Stone, who scored the first goal tonight, a power play goal late in the first period for Avon. He's in the scorebook, but his shot went wide there. Yeah, we start at 11:30 tomorrow. That puck gets caught in the uniform, the shell of Noah Chidima. Get a look at it right here. Right up and under, and he couldn't dislodge it from the underside of his shell. So we'll get restarted here with a puck 18 left to go, period number 3. Shot in, and Thompson saves it and leaves it for Jacob Tekovec. Avon is going to have a date with Normandy tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Thompson makes the save. One more save for Nick Thompson, as you see it there. It's one back to the Royals and sent down low. Josh Porter backhands it. Gets involved there. Sent down to Porter by Anderson. Good to see these young guys getting a couple shifts here at the end. Cale Anderson skates to his left, backhands it down low. Nice feed for Jacob Schwartzbeck. Comes back to Anderson. He's bodied off the puck, but wins it into the corner and sticks with it. Good job, Cale. Final 30 seconds. Schwartzbeck sends it up, but it's taken away by the Eagles and dumped in by Eric Beasy. Into the corner, sent toward the goal. Kogan swats at it. It's dumped around. Anderson saw the check coming. Still on his knees, still playing the puck. Tipped up into the rafters, and we'll get one potentially final stoppage with 8 seconds to go. You see that puck go up in the air? Final seconds of this one ticking down. CVCA is going to advance to play for a 3rd straight championship opportunity in the CVCA Christmas Tournament. Ryan Kogan, the victor, in goal for the Royals. And for CVCA coach Doug Fairchild, he heads out on the ice, and he's going to celebrate win number 250 for Coach Fairchild. There he is. Congratulations to him, and congratulations to the Royals, who will drop the puck tomorrow night in the championship game against a familiar foe in the Kenston Bombers. The Avon Eagles, a valiant effort tonight. Nick Thompson in goal, and the rest of the Eagles, the coaching staff, Jacob Uhas. They will be back tomorrow playing at 5 o'clock against Normandy. And so we have the championship Monday pairing set. NDCL and Aurora to start the day out. Worthington Kilbourne and Amherst Steel, an interesting matchup tomorrow. Steel looked a little bit like they were teetering at times against Normandy the other day, and then today just got outplayed by Kenston. So Kilbourne with a good opportunity against the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey Team Red team tomorrow. These Avon Eagles and Normandy at 5 o'clock, and then Kenston and CVCA. It's not the Barron Cup Championship from a year ago, but it is much anticipated. It is the CVCA Christmas Tournament Championship tomorrow night. Sean Mosher, you got any goals to show us here in the 3rd period? And right now there's going to be a recognition. Coach Doug Fairchild getting recognized for win 250. Captain Noah Chidima. The Royals are going to take a picture with the alumni, and so Zach Nichols is going to get off the camera, head down, as will JT, and the rest of the alumni in the house. They'll get a picture with Coach Fairchild of win number 250 tonight for CVCA. Bunch of balloons. And we'll see if we can pick out some of the young alums that are out there for CVCA tonight. to celebrate their coach. Coach Doug Fairchild, a fixture at CVCA, teaches in the engineering program, the Engineering School of Distinction. And when you look for someone as a coach to coach your program, Coach Fairchild, perhaps as humble a man as you could even ever want to meet. With his team, there's, you see a couple of the Parada brothers, a couple of the Nichols brothers, Sam Porter out there, Matthew Porter, a couple of the recent graduates, and just a great sight to see right here. As there's more hockey to be played tomorrow, but right now, that is a picture that'll go in the yearbook, no doubt, this year at CVCA. Move it and make like you like each other, they're telling them. So we see the Porter brothers, JT Nichols on the left, the Porter brothers, all three Parada brothers. Former captain Nick Humphrey on the right-hand side. And then, of course, the full contingent of 2024-2025 CVCA Royals to celebrate what is win number 250, a 6-2 victory tonight against the Avon Eagles. All right, Sean, we're a little short-staffed up here now with the kids going down, but let's see if you can roll those highlights from the third period. And there they are. So early in the third period, Cord Stegmeyer got one. A nice feed from his brother, Ollie. And then this is a beautiful goal right here by Noah Chidima. A backhanded shot against the goaltender, Nick Thompson. And then I think that does it for the highlights in that third period. 2 goals for the Royals. 6-2 the final. And so we are at the end of day number 3. Once again, we'll be back tomorrow. John, if you can pull up the schedule, and we'll walk through it one more time before we sign off the air tonight. There's the schedule. 4 games tomorrow. How about the results schedule, though, instead? There we go. So we'll fill in some of the details here. Game 13 tomorrow morning, 11:30 a.m. at NDCL and Normandy. Game 14 actually will be switched. Amherst Steel and Worthington Kilbourne will play at 2 o'clock tomorrow. That is the second place finishing team's game. And the Wolves will get on the road to get back to Central Ohio. They've been a good guest here this year. Normandy and Avon will play at 5 o'clock, and then Kenston and CVCA will play at 7:30 for the championship tomorrow night. Make sure to follow us on social media. We'll post the updated brackets and information at CVCA Livestream on Facebook, on YouTube, Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter, now known as X, and subscribe to that YouTube channel. That's going to do it for our coverage tonight. On behalf of John Powell, Sean Mosher, JT Nichols, Zach Nichols, Kent Schwartzbeck, and a host of others, we thank you for watching. We'll be back with you for a final Championship Monday games tomorrow at 11:30. This is Tim Nichols. You've been watching CVCA Livestream's coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. The final tonight, CVCA 6 and Avon 2. Good night, everybody.